here I am. And that's just to show you, like, if you keep practicing it every single day, you keep doing it every single day, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get easier. I'm not gonna say it's easy every time, but it's gonna get easier. But that's the protocol. I have a light alarm, my phone across the room. Immediately I get up, I go make my bed. That's the pre-workout right there. Don't say my face is messy. I go make my bed. I come out here, review my goals from the last night. But your morning starts the night before. Your morning starts the night before. So if you can start the morning last night, getting some sleep is gonna be a game changer. And I'll tell you this. All right, good morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up. I want to take you guys with me on how I am able to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not off pure will, but with my protocol that I do. All right. It's not 4 or 9 because I actually woke up and went to go use the bathroom. All right, so first thing first, I have this light alarm. This light alarm is bright as hell. Bright as hell. I gotta brush my beard. I have this bright alarm that's bright as hell. That wakes me up. Bright, lights up the whole entire room. Yeah. So that's number one. Number one, I have this light alarm that's right in front of. That's bright, right? Next, immediately make my bed. Once I make my bed, my phone is across the room, plugged in, so that way it's not near me. Because if it's near me, I'm gonna snooze. I'm gonna snooze, right? Now, the hardest thing about waking up in the morning is if you don't have a reason to wake up in the morning, it's very unlikely for you to wake up and be so energized to speak and yada yada yada. It's kind of cold in here, right? So every night before I go to bed, let's hear before I every night before I go to bed, I write my nightly checkout. Now my nightly checkout helps me review the day, right? So I write down, what did I do today to move me closer to my goals, right? Then it's cold. What did I learn today? What's worth remembering? And I have 5 needle moving tasks for tomorrow's, right? So I got 2 YouTube videos to do, 3 reels, 15 stories, review my goals, and then I have the gym, right? The biggest thing for trying to wake up early, and I found it out as why I was not really able to wake up early, which I've never been able to wake up this early for a long time. And I found out it's because I had no reason to wake up that early, right? When I didn't have the gym, when I didn't have something to look forward to in the morning, it's very difficult to wake up. How I like to think about it is thinking of it as the first day of school, right? The first day of school, you prepare your outfit, you buy to look clean, you buy to show off your new fit, you buy to show off your new shoes. You can't wait to wake up in the morning. But after that, it's hard to tell. They wake up in the morning, your parents have to come open the door and wake you up, right? So having things that's gonna keep you a little bit more grounded, a little more direction, allows you to wake up a little bit easier because you have something to look forward to. And because you have something to look forward to, it's much easier. So, the protocol. So like I said, first thing first, I have my bed. I have my bed. Damn. First thing first, I have my light alarm over there. My phone is over here, across the room, so I have to get up and grab it. A lot of times, if you have not done it before, you're thinking, oh, I'm just gonna set a couple. I had an alarm when I used to not be able to wake up. I had an alarm every 5 minutes. I had an alarm every 5 minutes. Yeah, every 5 minutes I had an alarm, which was probably not ideal because it started to give you like PTSD. You're like, bro, again, right? So putting your goals down, putting what you need to do next morning, putting what is the reason you need to get up, is the reason you're gonna be able to truly get up, you know? Putting the reason why you need to get up is how you're gonna be able to get up. My closet's a little bit of a mess right now. I've been doing a lot of things, so don't be judging me. But, so we have the alarm. It's early, guys. We have the light alarm. We have the phone across the room. Immediately, we get out of bed and we make the bed because it's kind of hard to go back to sleep if the bed is made. If the bed's not made, you might mess around and turn that alarm off because we are very used to comfort and we're very used to habits. And by default, sometimes you just be boop, it's off. Yeah, it's off. Now, next thing, that we gotta do to fully wake us up because we're not fully awake yet. All right. I have to splash. Yeah. We have to splash some cold water on our face to wake us up. I will say, all right, see, I'm waking up. All right. And people like to be like, well, you just wake up. Just, oh, there it is. Yeah, now we cooking. Yeah, now we cooking. You see, boys, now we cooking. We gotta get some energy. But people like to say, oh, just wake up. And I'll tell you another little hack. Another little hack I do is, like this morning, the alarm went off. And instead of like trying to think about getting up or anything like that, fill your brain with reasons of why you have to get up. I literally say, this is what we do, 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 this is what we do. And I've been doing this for a pretty good time now. I think I've been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning since about 6. See, I'm still waking up. I've been doing this since October 2025. And before then, I couldn't get up to save my life. To save my life. For a long time, I could not get up. I always say I'm not a morning person. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a morning person. I always say I'm not a person that can get up early, right? But eventually, after enough time and enough habits, and to this point, I still not. I still don't look forward to it sometimes. But when you have a purpose and when you have a reason of getting up, when you have your why is strong enough, bro, you kind of get a little excited for the day. You know, you get a little excited for the day, and you get now, even though I'm tired, I can't wait to start the day. I can't wait to go to the gym and go put in that work, and then come back and then go work on my craft, go work on my vision, go work on my goal, go work on my future. But that's because I've created this little protocol. Now it's not much, but if you're somebody that hasn't been able to wake up before, like I have, right? I struggled for a fat minute. Like I struggled. I was like, damn, everyone can wake up, but like I can't. Like these people on YouTube and every stuff like that, like wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you'll be successful. And don't get me wrong, waking up at 4 o'clock is way better than waking up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. There's something to it. Like to know that you made yourself get up, even though you didn't want to wake up, even though you were like, oh, damn it. Like, oh man, I can't believe I stay in bed today again and again. And then there's something about waking up early. Now, I'm probably most likely going to change my routine because I think evolving in life based on what you have to actually do is very important. You don't want to get stagnant. And you have to remember why you're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the biggest one. Why are you waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning? I would ask yourself, why are you waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Don't be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning just because you saw on TV or YouTube, Instagram, any of that foolishness. If you have a real reason to wake up in the morning, when it was my job, when it was like I had to wake up, actually I had to be working at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I used to hate that because I was like, damn, I gotta be up by 6 o'clock so I can drive like an hour to work and stuff like that because I was not waking up any earlier because I was not trying to wake up early. But then I realized if you can be proactive than reactive to the day, life just starts to become easier because it's like I chose to wake up this morning, I chose to do this, I chose to stretch, I chose to walk around my place, clean it up, make sure that shit looking spotless. I don't know if you see my place. My place is nice. Because I don't tolerate, all that dirtiness and all that good stuff because I think of your mind as your mind has to be clutter free, just like your home, but it always starts when you're home. If your home's not put together, I really don't understand sometimes when people have such messy homes, and if that's you, that's you. It ain't gonna be me. That's not my standard, right? We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our standards, and eventually, your standards will become so strong and so high that not waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, not waking up at like not getting to the gym by 5. Like it's 4:20 now. All this talk, 4:20, but not waking up by 5 is just gonna make you feel like, damn, I wasted my day. Yeah. I never thought I'd want to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and make my day go by, but now I do. And I'll reiterate the protocol. It really is not that deep, right? After you do it a couple of times, it might take you a month, I started off first. I wake up at 6. Well, 7, right? They told me I had to work at 7, but I get there at 8. Okay. But at first, I wake up at 6. Then it was 5 o'clock. And then it was 4 o'clock. So you have to slowly, gradually go down and slowly increase your new standard, because you can't go from this standard right here to this standard. You gotta go boom, boom, because it's not a straight line. And eventually you'll start to slowly just, and it's not a straight line. For you to think that you're just gonna be like, I'm gonna wake up at 4. Not happening. Not happening. You watch my TV. It's not happening. Right? Then I have I forgot my last step right here. My last step for y'all. Alright, so immediately drink my water. I have a water by the side of my bed, so that way I can rehydrate myself, because I've been sleeping for 8 hours, right? And my water bottle, apple cider vinegar, pink Himalayan salt, and then some honey, so I can get some glucose into my body, get a nice pump when I hit the gym. Because when I wake up, I like to look at my goals, get my mind right, so I'm on the right direction for the day. Then I like to do this little concoction here, so I can kickstart the metabolism and get it going. So that way, we keep our abs, Because I don't know if you guys knew, like, I was fatter in the beginning. Like, when I first started the journey, I was a little bit thicker. Like, I was very, like, sad on where my life had gone. But I got it down. I figured it out. I figured out what I need to do, and I changed the things accordingly to make the actions and to make the life that I want, to make the reality that I was wanting, right? I used to be like, damn, I used to be in shape. Like, fuck, like, I can be in shape again. Here I am. And that's just to show you, like, if you keep practicing it every single day, you keep doing it every single day, it's going to get easier. It's gonna get easier. I'm not gonna say it's easy every time, but it's gonna get easier. But that's the protocol. I have a light alarm, my phone across the room. Immediately I get up, I go make my bed. No, that's a pre-workout right there. Don't say my face is messy. I go make my bed. I come out here, review my goals from the last night. But your morning starts the night before. Your morning starts the night before. So if you can start the morning last night, getting some sleep, is gonna be a game changer. And I'll tell you this: going to bed late makes it very hard for you to wake up early. I hope you know this. All these people that says, oh, I run on 5 hours, 4 hours of sleep a night. You're not that guy yet. Don't be trying to do extreme stuff, man. You're trying to play the Olympics, and your ass don't even fucking make JV in high school. Stop playing. Stop playing. You're trying to play in the Olympics, but your ass don't even make it to JV in high school. Stop playing, right? So I review the goals, make sure it's top of mind, make sure I'm like moving every day towards it. That way I'm focused throughout the day, because if I don't review my goals, I might start around going on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. You'll never catch me on there. But I have Instagram. You'll see me go on Instagram and everything like that. You might see me just scrolling for minutes because I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing today. Because you'll forget, life be happening. And the algorithm is pretty good. That'll get you seeing stuff you want to see. Depending on the area of your life. Then, after I review my goals, come over here. I go and wash my face. Now you can wash your face before. You don't have to do anything in a specific order. The biggest ones is the start the night before. Go in and get turn that. I like the light alarm. I struggled waking up. I struggled, but I like that light alarm, because not only do you hear the sound, but it's like it just illuminates the room. You look at that shit like, damn, who turned that shit on? Right? It's almost like the sun. It's like the equivalent of the sun, because I was in Washington State, and I used to live in Washington State, and the sun was non-existent over there. It was always gray. So I'm from Florida. So imagine coming from the sunshine state and not be able to see no sun or nothing. So, yeah. Then I come over here, make my little concoction, apple cider vinegar, water, lemon, and honey. And then we get the day started. And that made it so simple, but that's how easy it really is if you don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. That's all I like to always think. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, right? But now it's time for me to drink this concoction and make my way to the gym. Ooh, yeah, it's leg day today. But I gotta go. Ciao.